In 1877, the Vanderbilts were the richest family in America, wealthier than the United States Treasury itself. In 1973, the family held a reunion. 120 Vanderbilt descendants gathered in one room. Not a single one was a millionaire. At the very same time, another family was building a fortune in the same country, the Rockefellers. Today, more than a century later, the Rockefellers are still wealthy across 7 generations. 2 families. Same era. Same scale of money. One vanished completely. One endures. The difference between them is the single most important divide in the entire world of wealth. It's the difference between new money and old money. And it's not about how much you have. It's about how you think about what you have. There's a trap built into new money. A trap that has destroyed more fortunes than any market crash in history. And almost everyone who suddenly comes into wealth falls straight into it, because it doesn't feel like a trap. It feels like winning. By the end of this video, you'll see the trap clearly and understand exactly how old money steps around it, every single time. The trap begins with one decision, made the moment money arrives. And new money and old money make the opposite choice. When money comes to new money, it gets converted into things. Visible things. The car, the watch, the mansion, the lifestyle. The money becomes objects that can be seen and admired. Objects that, almost without exception, lose value from the moment they're bought. When money comes to old money, it gets converted into ownership. Businesses, property, equity, assets that don't lose value sitting in a driveway, but grow, that produce more money while the family sleeps. This is the first and deepest divide. New money asks, what can I buy with this? Old money asks, what can this buy that will pay me back? One question turns money into possessions that drain. The other turns money into assets that multiply. The Vanderbilts built mansions. At one point, the family constructed a string of palaces so extravagant they couldn't afford to maintain them within a few decades. The Rockefellers built trusts, institutions, ownership designed to compound. One family converted a fortune into things to look at. The other converted it into machines that kept producing. Run that difference across 100 years, and you get exactly what history recorded. One family broke, the other still wealthy. That first divide is about money. But the trap goes deeper than money, because underneath the spending is a psychological need that old money simply doesn't have. And that need is the real reason new money falls into the trap. Here's the engine underneath the entire trap. New money needs to be seen. Old money does not. When someone suddenly acquires wealth, there's a powerful psychological pull to announce it, to prove they've arrived, to be recognized, to have strangers know they're successful. And that need to be seen is exactly what drives the spending. The flashy car, the loud logo, the visible lifestyle, none of it is really about the object. It's about the signal. It's about being seen as wealthy. Old money has no such need. When a family has held wealth for generations, there's nothing to prove. Their identity doesn't depend on a stranger's reaction in a parking lot. Their security comes from what they own, not from what others think they own. So they feel no urge to convert their wealth into a performance. And here's the cruel mechanics of the trap. The need to be seen as rich is the very thing that prevents you from becoming rich. Every dollar spent on looking wealthy is a dollar that can't be used to build actual wealth. New money spends its fortune buying the appearance of wealth, and in doing so, spends the very thing that would have made it last. The deepest irony of all, the person desperate to look rich is almost always destroying their chance to actually be rich. And the person who doesn't care how they look is quietly building the real thing. The third divide is about time, and it's where the trap finally snaps shut. New money lives in the present. The reward now. The car now. The recognition now. Patience feels like losing. Why wait when you can enjoy it today? So the money gets spent fast on things that deliver an immediate hit of status or pleasure. Old money lives in the future, often a future beyond their own lifetime. They make decisions whose payoff lands in 20 years, 50 years, or after they're dead. They're willing to let money sit and compound, untouched, because they understand the one thing the present-focused mind can't accept: that wealth grows enormously, but only if you leave it alone long enough. This is the difference between consumption and compounding. New money interrupts compounding constantly, pulling money out, spending it down, never letting it run. Old money protects compounding above almost everything, because they know it's the closest thing to magic that money has. A modest sum, left to compound across generations, becomes a fortune. The same sum, spent in the present, becomes nothing but memories and depreciated objects. The Vanderbilts spent in the present until the present ran out. The Rockefellers protected the future until the future made them permanent. Same money, opposite clocks, opposite outcomes. So the trap is spending instead of owning, driven by the need to be seen, locked in by living only in the present. But there's a final divide, the deepest one. And it's the difference between building a lifestyle and building a legacy. Underneath everything is one final difference in what the two are actually trying to build. New money is building a lifestyle. The goal is to live well right now, to feel wealthy, look wealthy, and be seen as wealthy within this single lifetime. The money is fuel for a way of living, and when the lifetime ends, or often well before, the money ends with it. Old money is building a legacy. The goal was never to enjoy the wealth personally. It's to build something that outlives them. A fortune, a name, a system that passes to children and grandchildren not yet born. The person who built it often never spends the bulk of it at all. They see themselves as one link in a chain that stretches far beyond their own life. This is the difference that contains all the others. Because if you're building a lifestyle, every one of new money's choices makes sense. Spend it, show it, enjoy it now. And if you're building a legacy, every one of old money's choices makes sense. Own it, hide it, protect it, pass it on. The behaviors aren't random. They flow directly from what each family is actually trying to build. And here is the trap in its final form. A lifestyle ends with you. A legacy outlives you. New money builds something that dies when they do. Old money builds something designed to never die. The Vanderbilt lifestyle was magnificent, and it ended. The Rockefeller legacy was quiet, and it endures. So how do you step around a trap that catches almost everyone? First, own instead of spend. Before a major purchase, ask the old money question: does this drain me or pay me back? Move money, deliberately, toward the things that own and produce, not the things that depreciate and impress. Second, kill the need to be seen. This is the hardest and most important. The urge to look rich is the single thing most likely to keep you from becoming rich. The moment you stop needing strangers to know you're doing well, you free up everything that was being spent to prove it. Third, stretch your time horizon. Stop asking what money can do for you this month, and start asking what it becomes in 20 years. Protect compounding like it's sacred, because it is. And fourth, decide what you're building. A lifestyle, or a legacy. One ends with you. One outlives you. That single choice quietly determines every financial decision underneath it. The Vanderbilts and the Rockefellers started in the same country, in the same era, with the same staggering wealth. One family chose lifestyle, display, and the present. The other chose ownership, silence, and the future. 100 years later, history shows exactly where each choice led. The trap was never about how much money you have. It was always about what you think money is for. New money builds a lifestyle. Old money builds a legacy. One is designed to be seen. The other is designed to last. The trap catches everyone who confuses the two.